we're talking Tom Brady.
Yeah, future Patriot Tom Brady.
As he prepares for free agency, the burning question, the looming question, the question on everyone's mind, you think the guy's going to have to hand out resumes?
He's on LinkedIn.
As he makes, is he on LinkedIn?
Yes.
Actually, I did. I think I saw his resume. It was like six.
What are you doing on LinkedIn, Jenna?
Oh, nothing.
Are you looking around?
Talk to you later. 6 Lombardi trophies, 4 Super Bowl MVPs, and 1 mattress endorsement deal that should not be slept on.
Great.
So what will motivate Brady's free agency decision? We'll let Drew Brees tell you.
I can't speak for Tom, but I know for me, being at this stage in my career, I just want to win. I just want to win. I think Tom has been a guy who's kind of been the model for all of us for a lot of years. I don't think any of this is about money for Tom. I think it's about winning another championship. I also think it's probably about feeling like he's in a situation where he's got all the pieces in place to do that. So, again, I can't speak for him, but I know at this stage in the game and knowing his mentality to a degree, it's about winning a championship.
Okay, so nobody clearly can speak for him, but I feel like in the last couple of weeks, from what we've discussed, this is either about money and under that respect and all of it, or about winning, which he's done. Nick, how do you make sense of both of those things? What do you think is most important to Tom Brady?
I think what's most important to Tom Brady is what's most important to most people, which is respect and appreciation, and how you define that is a number of different ways. When I was thinking about this, Coach, I thought about a conversation you and I had off the air. Because whether people believe it or not, Coach is actually a great friend of mine and someone I actually look to for advice on things unrelated to television or sports at times. And Coach is a guy...
Relationship
well, just how to like, Coach is a guy... Not so much culinary advice.
I went too far.
Coach is a guy who's had...
Advice would be outstanding.
It
It'd
is
be
outstanding, Coach.
Great with breakfast.
Coach had a lot of big jobs for a long time, and the salaries that go along with it. I'm a guy that's had a big job for a short period of time, and so trying to kind of learn how to do things and work my way through this world. And we were talking about going out to dinner with people and people expecting you to pay. And it's never about, can I afford the meal? It's about what it says that you don't even offer. Like, you don't even, like, you're just like, is one of the reasons actually you even want to go out to dinner with me because you know I'm going to pick up the check? And it's not about, can I afford the meal? It's about, that's disrespectful. And that makes me question our actual relationship and the levels to it. And to me, there's a level of Tom Brady and the salary and the contract where it's that. It's, you want me to pick up the check again? Again. I've been picking up the check for a decade. And I know we have these sparkling conversations. And I know we have these great dinner parties. But you can't pick it up one time, Bill. You can't say, I got it. And I think that is where the money can be a sign of the respect. Now, it's an awkward analogy because I've never picked up the check for Coach. but those are separate situations.
No, I just went through my head all the times you and I had dinner. I'm like, did I ever?
You've never paid. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We've never had dinner.
No, okay.
We've never.
A few lunches.
Go ahead. A few lunches.
It's a great analogy, and unfortunately, there's a lot of truth to it in terms of you never picking up the bill. But I'd say the one thing you have to think about is who do you want to go out to dinner with? And you may go out to dinner with someone who's always willing to pick up the bill, but do you want to hear them just drone on and not look forward to the dinner? Or do you want to go to a restaurant that's just, maybe it's a nice restaurant, but it really isn't your style. It really isn't how you want to spend your evening. So at the end of the day, yeah, maybe you have to pick up the bill, and you're right. You do want the other party, especially if it's someone that you go out with often, just to maybe take a second to say, yeah, do you want me to do this?
Even if you're going to say, no, I got it. Just the offer.
Yeah.
Just the offer.
But the flip side of that is, do you really want to go spend a bunch of time with someone
you don't know and don't like?
You don't know, and you can't get out of it? Because once you commit, unlike dinner, which ends after a couple hours, if he commits to the season, that's what's the meal equivalent?
No, but that's not. Yeah, that's a year of his life or longer.
Yeah, you can't get out of that. And as exciting as it looks right now, there's so many unknowns with going to a new organization, and that could be fun. It could be really interesting, but at the end of the day, if you want to win, it's going to be frustrating, and it's going to make it harder to win in a new environment.
So I asked Pepper to roll this video, which I find fascinating.
Pepper's our producer.
Pepper's our producer. Pepper, can you roll our video, which I think will shed light on the situation? This is money B-roll, and there's a certain fascinating aspect to it. We could watch it, right? It's a little mesmerizing, Nick, right? It's like money being printed. Here, oh, it'd be nice to have that money. But if I ran this money B-roll on the show for 2 hours, you'd be like, you know what? What's on Netflix?
Right.
Is this ever going to end? You know why? Because you would say, too much money. I've had plenty of money. And that's what I think Tom Brady should be thinking. So, since Drew Brees chimed in, I've updated my world famous, now available pocket size too. If you go to firstthingsfirst.com.
Aren't important.
R and R not priorities. Too hard to say that. Not important. Weather. Being friends with Mike Vrabel. Again, not important. Selling Chargers tickets. I know everybody wants him to get in the ticket selling game. Tom Brady for StubHub. He doesn't care. And money. Still important. Winning another Super Bowl. Coach, where does he have the best chance to do that?
New England.
Thank you. And avocado ice cream, which you can do anywhere, but they make the best in New
Ben
England.
& Jerry's is in the area.
I don't know if that's true, but the first part's true.
Well, let me ask you this, though.
Vermont.
Because there is New England area, I think.
Consider New England.
If he is going to take a discount, what if he says to Bill, listen, my market rate is X. You asked me to go out and look at it. I will play for X minus $15 million for you.
Love it.
Do I get a say in how that $15 million is spent? So so can we be, for this final portion of my career, partners?
No shot.
Can I?
I love this.
No shot. I'll answer for you. There's no way Bill says, yeah, okay. I feel like, no, come on.
He gets no say.
No.
No
So Bill has to give
shot.
nothing.
I love this idea.
There's no give from Bill on this situation.
Well, you're making one assumption that Tom is taking a discount, okay? And what's happening right now is he's going to go out and he's going to test the market. And I know there's 8 teams that are interested, and there's all these different reports about what's happening inside of every franchise and what people are going to do. And then there's the truth. And what New England often will do is allow you to go out and find your truth. And then you have to make a decision of, okay, maybe I can go get $1 million more here or $2 million more here, or I can go back to New England for what they view my market value as and have a chance to win a bunch of games.
But what I'm saying is, if New England says, the Chargers think you're $28 million, we think you're $22 million, and if Brady says, I'll play for 10 if I get to say where that 12 is spent. So if I get to be a part of it, if I get to be a real partner at this phase of my career, is that something you think Bill would consider?
No, because you act like the salary cap is just this easy menu of choices where you $10 million, okay, I'm going to put 2 here, but it's not like that. There's long-term deals. It's an accounting process, and Bill could say, yeah, no problem. You could, no problem. Sign right here. Sign right here. Sign right here. Yep. Okay. Sign right there. And then he's like, hey, I'm going to spend that $10 million. Bill's like, yeah, I don't think so. So
no.
Well, listen, if one party is not willing to give it all, and the other party has options, that usually ends with the other party.
Don't you think the Patriots are already saying a lot by letting Tom Brady go out and test free agency? The Patriots are already saying, if we lose you, we lose you. If they were hell-bent on keeping him, they would have signed him last year. Yeah. Take a break. Coming up, did Kawhi and the Clippers expose the Rockets' small ball formula? Next. First.